Hello and welcome back to the Bright Light Wellness YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Vanessa Baldwin. I am a classical homeopath, a quantum and circadian clinician, and an ancestral health practitioner, and a level one Blomberg rhythmic movement trainer as well. So anyway, I wanted to share with you today something that I got for Christmas. I actually interviewed the creator of this water structuring device, Robert Goulet, on our podcast, The Quantum Health Connection. That should be coming out soon or around the time that this comes out on my YouTube channel. But I want to talk to you about this water structuring device. It's really cool. So I'll show it to you quick. This is the device right here. You screw this on. This water structuring device comes with these two bottles, comes with two of the MEA water bottles, but they actually screw nicely onto Mountain Valley Spring water. And basically, I can just show you, this is it off, right? I could take it off this one. It is what it looks like. It's just this little thing, right? I'm just going to screw it back on quick. Sorry. I don't want it to fall. And what it does is this device puts a permanent net negative charge back into water. I just want to show it to you and then I'm going to explain a little more. Let me just back up a little bit. So when you do it, I'll do it twice because you'll see it better in the clear bottle. But I'm using Mountain Valley Spring water, which is already a water that is derived from a natural spring, which is really the best quality you can drink. Okay. And it also has a good balance of minerals right from the natural spring, right? But it would not be structured anymore because water will lose its structure, and any food, anything from nature is going to lose its structure after about 60 hours away from nature. So this bottle of Mountain Valley Spring, it sat on the Whole Foods shelf. I do buy it at Whole Foods. And it's, for how long? It's definitely been more than 60 hours. It's been bombarded with non-native EMFs. It's been bombarded with artificial light, even though it's in a box and everything. It's still bombarded with a lot of stuff. So it needs some restructuring. So what this MEA water device does is it restructures the water and re-puts that permanent net negative charge back in the water. Because if you drank water from a natural spring, it would have a permanent net negative charge. And I'll explain what that means in a minute, but it would have it. And that's the healthiest water that we should be drinking. We should be drinking right from a natural spring, right? Water would be flowing and moving. It would be vortexing within the stream. Okay, and it would be enriched in beautiful minerals and rocks right from where it was flowing, and it would be void of toxins. So that's what we want our water to mimic. Void of toxins. This covers it because it's from a natural spring, doesn't have toxins in it. I know it's a very clean, good water to buy. It's one of my favorite waters, Mountain Valley Spring. It came from a natural spring, so it has natural minerals right from the earth, right? I'm not adding electrolyte powders into this or mineral drops. No, this comes right from the earth. That's how I like things. I like it very natural. But what it's missing is the vortexing and the movement, which is what causes it to be destructured. Let me show you how it works. So I'm going to structure it. I'm going to spin it, and you want to spin it counterclockwise. And then you can see how it makes this little vortexing tornado. That's how it's restructuring it. You would do this 4 times to structure the water, right? So I'm going to do it again. And kind of vigorously shake it, and you want to go counterclockwise with it when you spin it and you vortex it. And you can see the vortexing happening again. I'm going to do it 4 times for you guys because then I'll know that this water is structured. It's done. I won't have to do more. Okay. So now I have clean water from a natural spring with natural minerals, and now I've brought the water back to life. I've structured it by bringing the water back to life and giving him a net negative charge. Okay, there's a little vortexing going again. I'll just bring it back so you can see it. It's so cool. My kids were like, wow, that's so cool. This was a Christmas gift that I asked for this year. This is the silver. They have the gold for the bottle toppers. They also have whole house devices that you could do, and they also have whole shower devices, so you can shower in structured water. So they have all kinds of different tools that you can get. But I'm going to swap. My mom got the gold, and we're going to swap in and out between the silver and the gold. The silver had benefits, I think, to blood sugar and metabolism and things like that. And the gold had benefits like to the immune system, I believe. I'll go check it out on their website right now because I want to make sure I give you the right information because I'm going to tell you right now. So the gold, which is the one, not the one that I have, this one that my mother has, but it stimulates cellular activity in the body's defense. So this is the immune system. So it acts as an antitoxin, it helps wounds heal and supports the cardiovascular system. It's an carcinogen, so anti-cancer, especially when combined with selenium, platinum, copper, and nickel, and supports recovery from fever, rheumatoid inflammation, and high blood pressure. So when you're structuring this, how I structured that water, you are going to get an energetic imprint of the gold or the silver because that's what's going to happen. And it uses magnets to restructure the water and put a permanent net negative charge in it. Now, the silver one, the one that I have, the benefits of using the silver, um, it's the chrome, not the silver. I'm sorry, it's chrome, has been shown to help blood sugar and aid in metabolism, reduce food cravings, regulate fat and cholesterol, and prevent hypertension. And it's good for memory loss. So there's some really great benefits right there for the silver. So anyway, I wanted to share this device with you because number one, I think it's really cool to have a permanent net negative charge in our water. Like we run on a net negative charge. If you're not aware of that, net negative charge means this reservoir of electrons. And we run on that. We need to gather electrons from sunlight, from earthing, from movement, from real whole seasonal local food, and also, drinking clean, structured water. That means it has the inside the water. If you were going to use Veda Austin's freezing technique, you would see these beautiful hexagonal and geometrical structuring to the water. And that's the water that our body is able to hold on to, better use and absorb, and supports our cellular hydration. And really, like our body, like I said, runs on that negative charge. And the thing is, when we drink water that's 60 hours away from a natural spring, okay? So any kind of even good quality, like Mountain Valley Spring is good quality bottled water in a glass, it's going to have a positive charge on it now. Excuse me. And when it has a positive charge, that's not congruent to our body. We run on a net negative charge. So the body has to convert that positive charge back into the negative charge. And this takes a lot of cellular energy. So if we could drink water that already has a net negative charge, it's going to aid in our mitochondria function, our cellular energy, and our cellular hydration. So it's very interesting. Like the body has to take time to do that. Now, this is the same with food. So, for example, if you have food that, say an apple that you pick right off the orchard, right off the tree, and you eat it right away, well, that's going to be great. That's going to have a net negative charge and be more nutritious, more exclusion zone water, and more healthy for your cells. But if the apple is past 60 hours off of the time that you picked off the tree, which most people, I mean, when I don't have a lot of, I mean, I do grow some food in the summertime, but most of the time, no, I'm unfortunately, I'm not picking it and right eating it. I'm even when I buy from my local farm, by the time it gets to me, it's more than 60 hours because it's not right away. And especially if you're buying from the food store, yeah, that's been sitting there for a while, right? So it loses that negative charge, and again, also has a positive charge. And now your body has to reconvert that back to the net negative charge because food is just electrons, right? And net negative charge is electron rich. It's a reservoir of electrons. And the body is a battery working on positive and negative charge. So we want to consume as much things as we can with positive charge. So some of the things that I've been doing with this MEA water device is I have been restructuring my water, my family's water, teas that I drink. I can restructure teas. I've restructured raw milk. Any liquid you could put through it. I've restructured water to make bone broth. When you heat it, it doesn't matter. Heat it or freeze it, the net negative charge remains. So I've been making soups and bone broths with it. I've made potato soup with it, all structured. I've made chicken soup, all structured. I've also been soaking my foods in them that I know I'm going to cook. So if I was making mashed potatoes yesterday, so I took some water, I vortexed it, and I put the the potatoes. I soak the potatoes in there for like an hour, and then I cook the potatoes in that water. They're getting that net negative charge now. I've soaked other things like carrots or like broccoli or whatever I'm cooking for the apples, whatever I'm cooking that day or eating that day. I'm restructuring and giving that net negative charge back to it. Water will have the permanent net negative charge. Like this water now that I've structured is permanently net negatively charged. However, the foods that charge, if you soak the potatoes, it only lasts 60 hours. So it doesn't last the whole time. So you're not totally getting the charge. Like if you have leftover soup and it's been more than, 60 hours, it doesn't have the net negative charge in it anymore. So it's very interesting. I want to say one of the most amazing positive things, and it's funny because my brother saw this too, because my mom so graciously bought one for everybody in the family because she believes in these things. And I'm so impressed. I will say that my parents have adapted a quantum lifestyle and been so open to expanding, other alternative methods and going outside of the medical system and learning all the things with me on my journey. It's a beautiful experience to be involved with. But my point is, as she heard my podcast interview because I sent it to her early access, and she was like, we have to have one of these. So we all got one. And the one thing that both my brother and I noticed right away is that my stools have never been more perfect, like the perfect, bristle stool. Like it was literally like the perfect solid sink. Like they've been like amazing. And I'm like, that shows the power of this device. And he said the same thing. And my mother, who's been struggling with some chronic constipation, which we've been working on. Sorry, Mom, I'm giving too many details about your health history. Um, but anyway, she noticed that she was going more regularly. So I know it's obviously affecting the gut microbiome, and that's going to affect her whole health. It's going to affect our cellular health. I usually have great energy anyway, but I've been feeling really great, and I just really believe in the product, and I want to share with you a couple more things about it. So MEA just stands for magnetized, energized, and activated, and that's giving it the permanent net negative charge on it. And so basically it just transforms the MEA water device just transforms water and other liquids into natural life-forming form. So it creates structured water with a permanent net negative electromagnetic charge. And it definitely, is really interesting to see that this has been created by not doctor, he's a water researcher, Robert Goulet. So I'm just looking at his website and I'm giving you some good information here. It says that water in a pristine, natural flowing state has a six-sided crystalline hexagonal structure. That's structured water. It has a hexagonal structure in it. It's like these hexagonal, bunch of hexagons put together. And what that does is that exclusion zone water also has that hexagonal structure, that crystalline hexagonal structure, and it excludes things from entering the cell and also provides a battery for the cell. So I always say exclusion zone water or net negatively charged water is a battery and a barrier. So it creates a battery for your cells, so it gives your cells more energy, and it creates a barrier from allowing toxins to enter the cell. And one of the things that Robert said on the podcast that I thought was so interesting is he said, this water will not allow, like he doesn't really have to worry about non-native EMFs as much because this water is like creating that barrier against it. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. So anyway, it's in water in a natural spring will have a six-sided crystalline hexagonal structure in it with a net negative charge due to the increased oxygen molecules in the structured water. Structured water is living water. Water is actually alive, right? When water is removed from its flowing and its vortexing state, you saw the vortexing, right? The water structure changes to a five-sided or a pentagonal structure, and hence loses oxygen molecules and converts to a positive charge. As still water includes urban water from reservoirs, tanks, and water flowing through straight pipes carries a positive charge. So any water that's still and not flowing is going to have this positive charge. And he calls this dead water. The living cell in all species, microbes, plants, animals, humans, function optimally with a net negative charge. So, we want to have this net negative charge. So when you drink, water with a positive charge, you use energy to convert the positive charge back to the negative charge. When you drink the negative charge structured water, you're not unnecessarily wasting your energy on this conversion. And the science of structured water has been known and researched since 1920. Wow, I didn't know that. And further information about structured water and its benefits to cell health can be found he's got a link that you can, maybe I'll add this on the show notes below. So you can have more information about it. I'm just trying to see what else I want to tell you about it. You can check out his FAQs on his website. I'm going to link the website down below, but there's a lot of really good information. But some of the benefits, let's do this. So some of the benefits, health benefits of drinking this structured water is improved cellular hydration. So you should feel more hydrated on a cellular level, like meaning you're not peeing out your water quickly, you're holding on to your water better. When you hold on to your water better, like you're going to have better stool, you're going to have better skin. You're not going to be as dry. Like your skin will be more hydrated, your hair will be more hydrated, your minerals, you'll better have uptake of minerals. So your nails will be better, your hair will be better, your like stronger, all of that. Your skin will be better. Minerals also support lots of other things like detoxification as well. So your detox will be better. It will increase your blood oxygen saturation, reduce inflammation because net negative charge. This is all redox, right? Redox is reduction in oxidation. The net negative charge reduces inflammation. So more electrons we have, the more we reduce inflammation. That's reduction, okay? And we deal with a lot of oxidative stress in our life, or a lot of things that in our life that are causing a reduction of electrons or a loss of electrons. So this is a way to add that back in. When you add this negative charge back into your water. And also elimination of toxins. Exclusion zone water or net negative charge water helps the body detox and remove toxins from the cell. So anyway, unstructured water carries that positive charge again, and it's even rainwater is exposed to air pollutions. Water contaminated from, is contaminated from chemical soils in the dams, the tanks, the pools, the pipes, all treated with fluoride and chlorine and other chemicals. The water is mostly stagnant, meaning that it's not flowing. Water should always be flowing. Then now that like this is another bottle of the structured water, I just go like this when I drink water. Like I kind of swirl it back in the counterclockwise. There's a reason for the counterclockwise, and I would like to have Robert back on to ask him that, but I can't remember. Even though this water has a permanent net negative charge, I do re-swirl it before I drink it. And I also tell homeopathic clients when they do water doses to vortex the water in a counterclockwise direction as well. Anyway, water that's stagnant or still is dead water, and it's in a positive charge. And consumption of this water by humans, animals, and plants is a major contributor to poor health. The positive charge in most urban water is a factor in lowering the net negative electromagnetic charge in healthy cells. So this is a great way to add that charge back to our cells. There's some other really great information on his website. You can check that out. Check out the podcast on the Quantum Health Connection podcast. I'm really excited to have this in my life. I definitely want to get the device to shower in because you're absorbing the water that you shower in, right? So, and again, heat and cold, like if I have this permanent net negative charge and I want to make ice, or if I want to use it to make soup, I can. It's still going to have that net negative charge there. So I did become an affiliate with MEA Water Device because I love it. And when I heard about it, I was like, this is so amazing. Everybody needs to have one of these. We always have these fights about alkaline versus, acidic water, or drinking alkaline water because we have too much acidity. That alkaline and acidity is the same as positive and negative. When that's all has to do with your redox potential. So how much electrons are you gathering versus how much electrons are you losing? So when you are losing electrons, your body is more acidic and has a positive charge. Acidity is a positive charge. When you're gathering more electrons and have a net negative charge, your body is more alkaline and more thriving. We don't want to be too alkaline either. That won't happen with this device, okay? But it's all about a balance. So we don't need to drink alkaline water. That actually will reduce our stomach acidity and cause all kinds of problems. That's not the right answer. We want to gather net negative charge, and we gather net negative charge by all of the things that I'm always talking about: getting out in sunlight, putting your bare hands on the ground, or the earth, or connecting with the earth, or swimming in the natural waters. Like the earth is purposely giving us net negative charge all the time because that's how we thrive. Movement. Even the movements that I'm doing for the nervous system, I have that on my Nurture Your Nervous System link where you can join and learn. Join me and learn these movements that help nurture the nervous system. They're generating piezoelectricity, which is electrons, and they are helping the nervous system rewire, but they're also gathering yourself, giving a way to give your body energy and negative charge. Like we are meant to do a lot of things that give our body negative charge, and we're meant to eat food. Like we're not meant to eat food shipped from, hundreds of miles away, or from states or other states or other countries. We're meant to eat food that's grown locally and seasonally. We're meant to drink right from the natural spring. So this is a way to bring that back in our modern world. If you don't have a natural spring that you can drink from, I don't. So this is what I'm doing. I've looked for at findaspring.com a natural spring by my area, and none of them are good. They're all toxic, So I'm just like, this is how I'm recharging my cells and rehydrating my cells, and I want to share it with you. So anyway, if you want to grab one of these devices, the link will be there for my discount code. It's Bright Light Wellness, Bright Light Wellness all together is my discount code. You can go and check that out. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's up to you whether you want to purchase one or not, but I would highly recommend it. I think everybody should have one if they're not drinking from a natural spring. And definitely check out the podcast episode. I wouldn't, Robert claims that this is a replacement for filters. There's a gas off thing there that the water will be self-cleaning because when you have a reservoir of net negative charge or you have adequate exclusions on water, your body is self-cleaning. And same thing with water, it will be self-cleaning. However, you have to let that off-gassing happen. Then where does that go? So I like the bottle toppers and I like also showering in it. But I want to do more research before I can vet in the whole house filters yet. Because I think if you're living in a modern world where there's a lot of toxins and things like that in it, that could not work. But the interesting thing he said in the podcast, which I was like mind-blowing, is true, that even if you filter the water, the energetic imprint, just like in homeopathy, think quantum here, the energetic imprint of said toxins is still in the water. So this changes that. I've just removed that energetic imprint from that water, and this is the cleanest, healthiest water you can give the body. And I want to always give my body the best of that I can, the best that I can afford to. That's why I was so thankful to get it as a Christmas gift. I want to give my body, my kid's body, my family's body, the best quality of everything, the best quality of water, the best quality of food, the best quality environment that I possibly can give to myself, because I know we're up against a lot in this modern toxic world. And if I can provide more charge to my cells, because we are an electrical being, right? You are like a battery. You need net negative. You need negative charge. If I can provide more negative charge to my body, I'm for it. So take a listen to the podcast. It should be coming out soon, or it will be out at the same time as this. I don't know. I'm not that coordinated, but take a listen to the podcast. Let me know your questions. Contact at brightlightwellnesscoach.com if you want to send it to me privately, or just message me right below in this YouTube channel. I'm thrilled to answer them. And yeah, I hope that you decide to get one of the devices too, and it's good for your health as well. So I hope that that's supportive to you and your health. And I'm always sharing things that I find supportive. Hydration is something that I'm really, really learning more about, and the water's got to be structured. So this is the best way to structure it. And there are other devices that do structure it, but it's not permanent. So maybe I'll talk a little bit about other ways to structure devices, or let me know if you want me to do a quantum hydration course. I'm highly been thinking about that lately at a decent price for people to get. All right, I will chat with you on the next video. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, wonderings, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel and stay in touch for more really great content. Have an incredible day, and I will chat with you on the next video.